for no clear reason, no nightmare, no loud sound. Just that strange feeling that something pulled you out of sleep. Your room is dark, silent, and cold. The only light comes from the faint glow leaking through your curtains from the street outside. For a few seconds, everything feels normal. You stay still, staring at the ceiling, waiting for your eyes to adjust. Then you hear it. Breathing, slow, heavy, not loud enough to panic immediately, just enough to make you question if you actually heard something at all. Hi, welcome to Radio Horror FM. My name is William, and tonight's story begins in a bedroom, in the middle of the night, when a man woke up to a sound he could never explain. He lived alone in a quiet neighborhood. No pets, no roommates, no nearby traffic. Just a small 2-story house at the end of a calm street where nothing ever happened. He said he had always been a light sleeper. Small sounds could wake him easily. Pipes moving in the walls, wind outside, a car passing by. But this was different. This sound felt intentional. He opened his eyes slowly, trying to understand where it was coming from. At first he thought maybe it was outside, maybe someone walking near the house, maybe the wind pushing against the window. Then he heard it again. Inhale, exhale, slow, like someone trying not to be noticed. He remained perfectly still. His eyes moved around the room. Closet door closed, curtains still, bedroom door slightly open, revealing only darkness beyond the hallway. Nothing looked wrong, but the breathing continued. The sound seemed to come in short intervals, quiet, controlled, almost patient. He told himself there had to be an explanation, maybe the house settling, maybe his own breathing echoing strangely in the silence. He took a slow breath. The sound continued, separate from him, not matching his rhythm. His chest tightened. He sat up slightly in bed, listening harder. The breathing stopped immediately. Silence filled the room. He waited. Nothing. His heartbeat became the loudest thing he could hear. After almost 30 seconds, he slowly relaxed. Maybe he imagined it. Maybe he had still been half asleep. He leaned back against the pillow. Then it returned. Closer, louder, longer. The sound felt wrong now. Not distant, not outside, inside the room. He stared toward the bedroom door. No movement. He looked toward the window. Nothing. Then he noticed something strange. Every time he moved, even slightly, the breathing stopped. And every time he stayed completely still, it began again. The realization sent a cold sensation through his body. Whatever was making that sound seemed aware of him, aware that he was awake. He slowly reached for his phone beside the bed. The screen lit up the room slightly. 3:14 a.m. The breathing stopped again. He held the phone tightly, listening. Nothing. The silence felt worse, because now he was waiting for it. His eyes drifted slowly toward the edge of the bed. The dark space beneath it looked deeper than usual. He couldn't see much, just darkness, flat, empty, or at least he hoped it was empty. He told himself not to look. There was no reason to. Nothing could be under there. Nothing should be under there. He laughed quietly to himself, trying to calm down. but the sound returned. This time there was no doubt. It came from directly beneath him, under the mattress, under the frame, under the bed. He froze. His breathing became shallow. His hands turned cold. The sound was unmistakable now. Slow breathing. Close enough that he could almost feel it vibrating through the mattress. He wanted to get out of bed. He wanted to run. But the idea of placing his feet on the floor terrified him, because whatever was beneath him would be waiting. He stayed still. Minutes passed. The breathing continued, never rushing, never changing, just there, like something was lying beneath him, listening, waiting. Then he heard another sound, a soft scrape, very faint, like fingernails dragging slowly against wood. His body locked instantly. The sound moved, slowly, carefully, circling beneath the bed. He pressed himself against the headboard. The breathing grew louder, closer, then silence. Total silence. He waited. 10 seconds, 20, 30. Nothing. His eyes never left the darkness beneath the bed. Then something shifted. A small movement. A shadow. He blinked. And for just a second, he thought he saw something pale move beneath the edge of the mattress. A face. Too close to the floor. Too still. He immediately pulled back. His pulse slammed against his chest. He grabbed his phone tighter. He thought about calling someone, the police, a friend, anyone. But he couldn't explain what was happening. What would he even say? There's breathing under my bed. He slowly turned on the flashlight from his phone. The beam illuminated the room weakly. The walls, the closet, the floor. And then he pointed the light toward the edge of the bed. His hand trembled. The flashlight slowly moved lower, toward the darkness, toward the space underneath. The beam touched the floor. Dust, boxes, nothing, completely empty. He stared. The space looked normal. No movement, no face, no figure, nothing there. He almost laughed from relief. He lowered the phone, and then he heard it. Directly behind him. Breathing. Much louder. Right next to his ear. He froze instantly. The sound was no longer under the bed. It was in the room, standing beside him. He didn't move, didn't turn. His eyes remained locked forward. The breathing continued, slow, heavy, almost curious. Then something touched the mattress. A small pressure, like a hand pressing gently against the bed behind him. His body shook. The sound moved closer. Then a whisper, so close that he could feel warm air brush against his ear. I know you're awake. He screamed, jumped from the bed, dropped the phone. The flashlight spun across the room, light flashing wildly across the walls. He ran toward the door, turned on every light in the house, checked every room, every closet, every corner. Nothing. No signs of forced entry, no open windows, and no footprints, No explanation. He never slept in that room again. Weeks later, he moved out. He said he still doesn't know what happened that night, but there was one detail he could never forget. When he packed his things and removed the mattress from the frame, he found long scratch marks carved into the wooden floor beneath the bed. Marks that looked fresh, deep, uneven. And in the center of those marks, pressed into the dust, was the shape of something that had been lying there for a very long time. So tonight, before you go to sleep, before you turn off the lights, before you let your feet hang over the edge of the mattress, ask yourself one question. If you wake up hearing breathing in your room, would you dare to look under the bed?
Mr. Pop.